Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Rachel, and if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So today we're going to be doing another update in my 2018 project pan, and this update is super exciting. I used up a bunch of things. Also, before I start, I just want to mention that I am moving my Pan That palette to a separate video because I realized that my project pan videos were getting a little bit too long. So I've used up 5 products since my last update. So I used up both of the concealers in my project, the first one being the Catrice Light Reflecting Concealer, and so I wasn't sure what my progress was on this because I can't see through the silver tube. But one day I was just clicking it up and it got really hard to click it, and then product stopped coming out, so I'm assuming I'm done with this. I am happy to be done with this concealer. It wasn't my favorite. It didn't give a lot of coverage, which I usually like, but this was good for more like no makeup days where I wasn't wearing foundation, because if I was wearing it under my eyes, you couldn't really tell. It looked very natural, but it did brighten up the under eyes. And then the other one I used up, well, I'm considering used up, is the Wet n Wild Illuminati Concealer. So as you can see, like, there is a little teensy bit of product left in this concealer, but the problem with this is that it starts separating, so it's kind of like a greasy oil slick when I apply it under my eyes, and it's just not a fun time, so I'm considering this one done. So I did finish one lip product, and that is the Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Rockin' Rose. I haven't used up a lip product in so long, so I'm super excited about this. I did hit my goal of using it up before this update, and so as you can see, I cannot scroll it up anymore, and it is all gone. I like this color, and I would consider repurchasing it, but for now, I have some other lip products to go through. But this was a good lip liner, and I would recommend it, especially since it was so affordable. So I'm also considering my 2 foundations to be done. So this is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat. As you all know, I hate this foundation. It does not stay on my skin for the life of me and gets super patchy and looks like gross on my skin, and you know the drill. So at the last update, I was right here. And so right now I'm probably down here, but I have to fight with this squeezy tube to try to get any product out. And honestly, I hate this foundation, so I really don't want to be bothered fighting with the tube to try to get the last remainder out. I'm calling it quits on this one. It's pretty much done, so this one is going to be going in the trash. And as for the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot foundation, the pump finally gave out on pumping out product. So I was starting to kind of like scrape the sides using the little like tube that's inside of it. But honestly, like most of the product is all the way down at the bottom, and it's kind of hard to get out because this is a thicker kind of moussey foundation. When I pull out the like little tube thing, most of the foundation is like down at the bottom of the tube. It's not even like surrounding the tube, so I know that it's pretty much empty in here. So I'm considering this foundation done. I wouldn't say that I liked this foundation. It was workable, but I definitely would not repurchase. So I also hit pan on some products. So the first one that I hit pan on is the Estee Lauder Hot Cinnamon eyeshadow. Before, I had a dip going, so as you can see, I have a pretty good dip going in there, as well as the pan that I have. I am starting to get a little bit tired of this, especially since the warmer months are coming, and this is more of a cool tone shade. This is something I'd rather wear in the colder months, so I am happy that I hit my goal with this before it got really warm, and I probably won't be using it as much. I'm going to try to expand the pan for the rest of the project. The second product I hit pan on is in my Kevyn Aucoin contour book, and I hit like major pan in this cream contour shade. As you can see, like I have a pretty good pan and like quite a big dip going in this. I am going to try to hit side pan on this for the next update. And then the Candlelight Cream, I don't have quite as much progress on because I don't use it as often. And the last product that I hit major pan on is the Milani Bella eyeshadow in the shade Cafe. I had pan on it previously, but I was trying to use up a little island that I had created in my eyeshadow pan. Like, don't even ask me how I did that. But as you can see, the little island of eyeshadow is no longer there, and I am continuing to increase the pan on this one. I use this a lot, so I am pretty sure I will be able to use this up before the year ends. So I have quite a bit of progress on my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. If you remember, in the last update, I decided to put my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer on hold, and I was going to try to use this one more. So I do have no progress on my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer, so there's no point in showing you that. So I'm just going to show you the progress on this primer. So as you can see, at the first update, we were over here, and now we're probably down here right now. This is where most of the product is sitting. So I'm super close to getting this done, and I have had this for a while, and this is a primer I could pretty much only use in the winter time because I am so oily. So I am happy that I made some pretty good progress before the warmer months came along. And so I have a little bit of progress on my Estee Lauder Double Wear, not too much. So as you can see, I'm making pretty steady progress on this because I pretty much only wear it when I go out at night and things like that. But I'm pretty sure as it gets to the warmer months, I will be using it a lot more. So I'm sure I will see more progress than I have seen in the previous months. So moving on to the Balm Sexy Mama powder, I have made pretty good progress on this one as well. So as you can see, I have expanded the pan in this one, which is really exciting. So hopefully you can see that. You can see that the pan is pretty thin. So I'm probably able to move through this a little bit quicker by the time the next update comes around. This Laura Mercier bronzer is slow going. I have expanded the pan in this one, but not by that much. So as you can see, like when I first started, my pan was only located right here, but I have expanded it on the outer rim of the product, and I am starting to make my way into the center. As you can see with the dome, it's starting to flatten out. So I will definitely be using a lot of this bronzer this summer. This is like one of my perfect summer bronzers. So I'm expecting to get a lot of use out of this in the summer, and I like pile on my bronzer in the summer even more than I already pile it on. So hopefully I will see some significant progress in my next update. So for my Marc Jacobs Contour Duo, I haven't hit pan on the under eye shade yet, unfortunately. I have a little bit of a dip going in the under eye setting shade, as you can see, hopefully, but nothing too crazy yet. And as for the contour shade, I've expanded the pan a little bit and not significantly because, again, I don't use it quite as much as I should be because I'm only using it to powder contour my nose. But considering that's all I use it for, the progress isn't that bad. I am a little bit disappointed that I didn't hit pan on the under eye setting shade. I did realize that that product is a little bit more hard pressed than the contour shade, so that might be why it's going slower. So the last product I have a little bit of good progress on is my lip duo from Bite. This is the side Musk, and it has gone down a little bit. I actually haven't been using the shade that much. I've been using the other side more. So the side Lychee has gone down more. I wasn't using Lychee that much, but for some reason this time around I've been using it more. So that's the progress on that. It's just like a little nub now. There isn't a lot of product left. Hopefully I will be done with this by my next update. I have been trying to remember to reapply my lipsticks, but... So moving on to the products I kind of have some less progress on. The first one is my Smashbox Softlights powder. Alright, so I actually just dropped this as I was opening it to show you guys. So the powder kind of fell out of the pan and it looks a little bit rough. So I'm not sure how I feel about that and if I'm going to keep this in my project because I hate messy products when they start like breaking and things like that. So we'll see. But as you can see, I did have quite... Okay. Alright, so that happened. Okay, so this highlighter is now deceased. So it crumbled completely and I didn't even take a progress picture. So I'm really, really sad. But if you did see, I had a dip going, but now it's all crumbled. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this product. I probably won't repress it. I hate repressing products. I never do it right. If I could somehow pat this back into the pan, I might keep this going in my project, but it looks like this might just be counted as a casualty at this point. So moving on to my Milani blush. As you know, it's been quite a hard struggle for me and still been a struggle for me. The center of the flower is actually beginning to flatten out, which is kind of exciting. You guys probably don't see as much progress as I see because it might not be showing up on camera because it is very, very subtle, the amount of progress that I have made on this. Slow going on this one. Nothing too exciting to see here. My BareMinerals Duo in the shade of The Epiphany is also slow going again because I'm not focusing on this shadow as much. But now that I have hit pan on my Estee Lauder one, I probably will focus on this duo more. There is a little bit more usage on this side, but not that much usage. Hopefully I'll hit pan on this by my next update because I think I am going to start focusing on this duo. I have been focusing on my primer potion. You probably can't see any progress on this as usual, so I'm not really going to talk about it too much. Just to say that I've been using it a lot. So since I have been focusing on my Urban Decay Primer Potion, I haven't been using my Ulta Primer, so there is no progress on this right now. So hopefully on my next update I'll do a little bit better on this. And same thing for my Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. I really can't get myself to use this, and I'm not quite sure why. Again, I'm still at my starting mark right up here. Nothing has changed at all. Maybe in the summertime when I want a more glowy complexion, maybe it will convince me to use it more. I don't know why. I just can't get myself to use this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I can't believe that Smashbox highlighter just crumbled on camera. I literally am still kind of flustered from that, so I'm so sorry if the rest of the video after that point was like a little bit rough, because I'm still kind of like, I cannot believe that happened. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!